Anthony Richardson, the rookie quarterback on the Colts, will outproduce in fantasy points one of the big four quarterbacks, including Joe Burrow. That's a bold take, right? Cam Newton, top 3 quarterback his rookie season. There's a lot of similarities between Cam Newton's game and Anthony Richardson. So, bold take, Anthony Richardson this season will have more fantasy points than either Mahomes, Allen, or Hurts.
It's a bet on the rushing production and him finding the end zone a lot, Alan. So this is also an anti-Jonathan Taylor take too, in a sense, because you're not gonna the Colts offense cannot. I don't think the Colts offense can support a top 5 quarterback and a top 5 running back.
I don't like this. I don't like this prediction at all because
it's
self-evident that Anthony Richardson has this incredible upside. It's like, hey, Alan, congratulations. You just found a guy with incredible upside. Wow. Tell us more about Anthony Richardson. We haven't heard about his upside for the last 4 months. Right? But the idea that without an injury, that he's going to outproduce Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, or Jalen Hurts, any of those guys is absurd. It's not possible. It's just not possible given his receivers, given the offense that he's operating in, which is a Jonathan Taylor-centric offense, the fact that he's a rookie. It's not 80th percentile. It's like it'd have to be like 98th percentile, and the way that you get the argument that it might be like 88th percentile is the injury risk to a Josh Allen in particular, because a couple of these guys that are in the top 5 are rushing quarterbacks. That's really what you're doing, is you're playing an injury probability game on the rushing quarterbacks that are in the top 5, and shame on you. I think it's a cowardly take. I prefer Theo's, and you trying to give us some learning, teachable moment that this is how you do bold predictions is the wrong message to send to the children of America.
Well, here you go. Lamar Jackson, his first full season as a starter, was being drafted as the QB 16. He finished as QB 1. Patrick Mahomes, his first full season as a starter.
They're not. He's a rookie. It's not the first full season as a starter.
And that's why.
If Anthony Richardson goes through the process of evolving and developing and growing and getting acclimated to the league, then he will be ready the next year to make a reasonable leap into that tier. But to say that it's possible for a rookie quarterback to do this in this environment, when Cam Newton became a top 5 quarterback as a rookie,
QB3,
look at the other quarterbacks that were in the league. It was Brady, Manning, and Rodgers.
Drew Brees.
And in those seasons, remember, those were the years that Rodgers was getting shoulder injuries and hamstring injuries, devastating hamstring injuries that were costing him half the season. So just based on total fantasy points, and there was Peyton Manning neck injuries. So and beyond those, including Breeze, beyond those 4 guys, it was straightforward to break into the top 5. Andy Dalton was a top 5 quarterback. You said Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was a top 5 quarterback. We're past that point. This isn't 2015, Alan. This is every kind of wrong. What you're doing is a fake bold prediction that makes it look like, oh, this is how you do it. This is how you hit the center of the Venn diagram. When what you're actually doing is setting people up to overdraft, especially in redraft, a rookie quarterback. I mean, especially in redraft leagues, seasonal leagues that are super flex. That's where an Anthony Richardson gets the most overdrafted. And so what you're doing is you're setting up people as we head into the Scott Fish Bowl, we head into seasonal leagues season. You're setting people up to overdraft someone for all the wrong reasons. And I think, I think you should be ashamed.
Well, Alan, I'm just curious because I don't have it in front of me, but I think it would be more, where was Cam Newton being drafted as a rookie in terms of ADP?
Undrafted. No. In single quarterback.
No.
It wasn't undrafted.
12th round. No, he's 12th round.
Yeah.
I remember. I remember. He was 12th round. He was a 12th round pick.
That sounds about right.
In most leagues, I was like, again, I wasn't. I was.
I don't know what leagues you're in, Alan. And I don't know what world you're living in. I don't know what world you're living in where you think that it's interesting at all to talk about Anthony Richardson's upside in a dynasty conversation on a show in July
here's the
what are you
takeaway.
doing?
Here's the dynasty takeaway, right? I don't ever see him go number 1 in rookie drafts. I think that there is very strong case to take him there, right? Is the number 1 overall in rookie. In startup drafts, I mean, right, he goes pick 15, right? In a super flex format. He goes as QB 9-ish in a single quarterback startup. I think that you could push him up. In single quarterback, you could push him up as far as you want because there's always going to be Ryan Tannehills and Derek Carrs.
You're not accomplishing anything with this take. He's already been steamed up plenty in Dynasty, especially Dynasty Superflex, the last 4 months. All this could potentially do is hurt people in seasonal leagues. That's all this take could do. That's the only thing that it would accomplish. We actually step back because Theo's thinking about all his leagues. Theo is a machine. He has so many leagues. He's thinking about, okay, how is this take going to help me? All this take there's a very specific types of leagues that people are in, and they're going to be in a lot of them in the next couple months, and you're just hurting them. You're hurting them. I have 2 nephews that are coming over for 4th of July. I have a nephew that's 8 years old, Alan, and he's coming over, and he listens to the show. He watches the show on YouTube.
You better.
I'm embarrassed.
You better delete the pubic discussion in the beginning, So
you gotta have an edited version.
This is not on me.
Yeah,
this is not on me. Everybody knows she knows what the show is. It's about parental supervision. Hey, you like that video? Be sure to subscribe and activate those alerts so you get notified as soon as new videos drop. And be sure to check out playerprofiler.com. We have all the tools for you to dominate every type of fantasy league. We have a draft kit, Dynasty Deluxe, data analysis, DFS Dominator, and don't forget the player rankings to rule them all.